afternoon. I'm going to take a look at a beer I found on recommendation from somebody working at, I don't know if it's called More Flavor or Beer, and More Beer, but it's this supply company for home brewers, I suppose, but brewers in general, I don't know. And I went there to get some yeast for a beer that I'm going to make, and they have a refrigerator with some beers in it, usually things that I don't find in stores. And so I was kind of perusing it, and then I got a recommendation, and both the people who were working the counter were like, yeah, this is the best, you have to try it. There were 2 cans, and I only bought 1. I might regret that later. But this is New Glory Craft Brewery Golden Checkers Pale Ale. And so this New Glory Craft Brewery is in Sacramento. And so this is an American pale ale hopped with Citra and Mosaic and fermented with a neutral with our neutral ale yeast, packaged in its purest form, unrefined and unfiltered. Optimum experience, drink cold, drink fresh. So it says drink fresh, but it doesn't offer a bottling or canning date. So that's a little tricky, but we'll assume that this is newish. And I think that you can get this in kegs from Beer, and More Beer, or you're going to be able to get some of their beers. So if you're in the Sacramento area, I've already on recommendation heard this is amazing. So try it. So we're going to take a look at this. So what is the ABV? 5.2%, and it says I really like the can label. So I got this for $2.99 or whatever that says. Anyway, I really like the label. It's really cool. Quilty cover thing. Let's check this out. I hadn't ever heard of New Glory, but even from the San Francisco Bay Area to Sacramento, it's a very different region. So you can't even get things that are in from one region to the next between here and Sacramento, and it's really within 100 miles. So let's give this a shot here. Nice fresh hoppiness going on here. Very green, some tropical fruits. Color-wise, nice, beautiful golden color, and it says unfiltered and unfiltered. But and so it has a little bit of haze, but I don't necessarily see a lot of sediment in this beer. But it is kind of hazy, but not necessarily hazy like a New England IPA where it's definitely cloudy. This is more just unfiltered, I think. Let's drink. Oh, actually, nice head on this beer. I thought that because it poured big and it had big bubbles, it was going to dissipate, but it kind of makes this nice rocky head on top, and that's a nice quality. All right, now drink. This is a really delicious beer. Wow, just so smooth. A lot of times I think pale ales end up being baby IPAs and that they're pretty hoppy, and you're not getting anything else out of it. It's more, it's like a low-grade hop bomb. This is really very hoppy, definitely. You get very tropical and juicy and citrusy, fruity notes out of this that you would expect out of these types of hops, but it's done in a really delicate way, and it's delightful. Yeah, nicely done. Reminds me a lot of, I guess, Juicy Beast that I've got on tap right now. That's an IPA, and so it was a little bit more of a heavy hitter, and it really kind of, for me, defines what I'm expecting when I have a pale ale versus when I have an IPA. You definitely want to get that hop, but not to the same intensity that an IPA might have. So very nicely done. I can understand why this was recommended twice over at Beer and More Beer. Great brew out of New Glory Craft Brewery in Sacramento. So check them out if you get the opportunity. I am looking forward to trying some more of these, more beers from them. Maybe they have some other stuff that would be great too. So if this is a beer that you've had, share with me. If you are in the Bay Area and you have seen it in stores, let me know where. I'm interested in pursuing that because I don't make it to Sacramento very often. But cool, thanks for watching and have a good night.